Hey guys, my last full day here in Kyoto, and I want to start this day off with something really fun. I've been seeing this video on Facebook where the noodles, they slide down the bamboo, and I don't know, I just thought it'd be kind of fun. So I'm heading there right now. It's a bit of a trek. This is my third train I'm about to jump on, but I will put up all that effort for good noodles, or at least fun sliding noodles down a bamboo slide. This whole train has like a Ghibli studio vibe, like a Princess Mononoke vibe to it. Right now I'm walking along the outskirts of Kyoto. Just got off at the bus stop Hirobun. There's a couple really beautiful shrines here I want to check out, and there are a lot of interesting restaurants here. The walk is absolutely gorgeous, but it is a little unnerving seeing the destruction that was left behind by the typhoon that just blew through here. Scary stuff. So along the river, there's all these restaurants just situated over the river. You see that? All these cool places. So you go downstairs and then you see the table, they're sitting right on top of the river over these little waterfalls, and those are the bamboo slides. And they give me the dipping sauce, so I gotta be quick, I guess. Noodles are gonna come out through this chute right here. Whew. There it is. Caught my first noodle. Much easier than catching fish, for sure. I gotta eat while being vigilant, because I don't want it to come back and miss it. I have to keep an eye out for that tunnel because noodles are coming out any second without warning. This is almost like a food roller coaster ride. I don't know when things are happening right now. It's so fun right now. If you let the noodles go, it's just gone, I think. Oh, it slows down towards the end. So you can sort of almost catch up to it. Let a few strands get away, that's my bad. These noodles are pretty good. Really spongy, love the dipping sauce they give me. I mean, it's really fun too. I mean, they're shooting out of the bamboo pretty quickly, so you gotta be on your guard. I like to be a little downstream, so it slows down a little bit. Sometimes a little too fast for me. You gotta be like a noodle ninja. That was a good stop right there. And so far, they're giving me quite a lot of noodles. This one is red, so I'm assuming this is the last one. Pretty clever way to tell me. Now, I know this noodle thing is probably more about the fun than about the actual taste, but I gotta tell you, noodles are not bad. Perfectly cooked, nice and chewy. Seriously, the flavor is good, and the whole bamboo thing is actually pretty fun. It does get a little tiring, both physically, more mentally. You don't want your noodles to escape, right? I mean, you don't want that. This is like the great noodle catch. You don't want to waste a single bite of noodle. So you gotta be really, really careful. So when you're eating, you can't really relax at all. Your eye is on the bamboo. But staring out at the waterfall, eating some noodles, this is pretty enjoyable, I gotta say. I actually do recommend doing this. And the noodles, I'll give you a little wasabi. Right now, I'm basically out of dipping sauce because they actually give you a good amount of noodles here. I actually really enjoy myself today. That's cool. And they give you mochi at the end. It was really loud over there because of the waterfall, so I apologize for that. But I just want to reiterate, that was a fun experience catching noodles. The good thing was there's nobody there. It was just me, and then so I didn't feel like I was like slobbering over other people's noodles, because once you put the chopsticks down, whoever is maybe downstream from your noodles might get a little backwash, but not a problem today. Noodles are good. I mean, I feel pretty good right now. It's only like $10, $11. I think that's well worth the experience. Now though, let's go find some other food, huh? Today I'm just having like a fun food day. So after the bamboo sliding noodles, I am here at a samurai restaurant. Not only is it awesome because it's a samurai restaurant, I heard the food is actually really good. So let's go. But, it's closed now, but we'll go when it opens. This is Yutaro.
Hello.
You're not a samurai?
No, I'm not a samurai. I wish I was, but...
But you work here though, so I thought you had to be a samurai to work here.
Yeah, no, there's no samurais that exist anymore. So.
I don't know, man. I think they're still walking around somewhere.
Yeah,
I gotta
maybe,
believe.
Maybe.
So the food is based on what the samurai actually ate back then?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
All right.
So right here, this is our samurai dinner course.
Nice.
All these foods are eaten and loved by real samurais.
Uh-huh.
And then Murasawa steak course is the best steak in Japan.
Uh-huh.
And then you can only get this specific meat in Kyoto.
Oh, really?
Murasawa.
Murasawa. I never heard of that steak before.
Yeah, it's very rare. They only sell like 90 cows.
90 cows per year? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's the rarest I ever heard. Do you guys cut the steak with swords?
No. Okay. Well,
I had to wonder.
I don't know what goes.
You don't know what happens over there? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So for dinner, we got the samurai course meal. I want to try a little bit what these guys like to eat back then. So apparently there's an old saying for cheers used by the samurai. Iyasaka. And, these smell so good. Iyasaka, guys. Kind of unnerving with this guy watching over me eat, but it is a samurai restaurant. First course, edamame, and then miso with cucumbers and stir-fried mushrooms. Apparently miso is something eaten a lot by the samurai because it was a preserved food, so it was really convenient to eat during wartime, especially during battle. Not like during battle, not like, the samurai stop and take a lunch break or anything, but you know what I mean. Personally, I love miso or anything. Oh, this mushroom is good. I love mushrooms. Oh yeah, that's awesome. This is seared bonito, and bonito in Japanese is called katsuo, and katsu means to win, so this is something that's loved being eaten by samurai right before battle, and is served with a mustard miso dipped in sauce. Now, of course, you guys know, typically I don't really eat raw stuff, but I figured this Japanese trip, I'm trying to expand my horizon a bit more, so cheers. Dipping sauce is really good. Fish has great flavor. I love the sear, and it's a very tender fish. I'm still trying to get used to eating raw fish, but this is pretty good. Kyoto, of course, you gotta have some tofu, and this fried tofu, known to be a favorite of a samurai in the past, and there's a perilla leaf on the bottom. Anytime people put tofu in front of me in Kyoto, I'm eating it. In whatever capacity. That's actually really good fried tofu. Crunchy outside, tender inside, texture contrast. Because fried tofu is already good, but fried Kyoto tofu, that's legendary. Wrap this thing in the leaf. That should give it a little more sesame flavor. Oh yeah. This is Tomo-san. He just brought over a sword. And a shuriken.
Yeah.
Real.
It's a real one.
Uh-huh.
So shuriken means sword, behind hand.
Behind hand.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So ninja used like this.
Like this throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, they didn't throw. They used like this. It was kind of a hidden sword.
Oh, hidden sword. Oh, use it like a sword.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So if
Yeah. Oh, wow.
and this is not. George Lucas was inspired by this armor.
This is a famous samurai.
Yeah. So his name is Masamune Date.
Masamune Date.
Yeah.
And Darth Vader's armor
Yeah.
was inspired by his armor.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's pretty cool. This is a colorful plate. Cauliflower, some chilies, and braised pork belly. I mean, it makes sense. Like, samurai can't just eat meat, right? You need some veggies for a healthy body. Some lotus roots as well. That looks like pretty melty pork belly to me. The lean part is pretty dry. Oh, but the fatty part, that's immaculate. But the overall flavor is amazing. And the veggies, just like veggies. What can I say? Actually, the veggies are kind of soaking in this porky fat. Oh, you're making it too pretty good. And it's really fresh veggies too. I can't believe I'm complimenting veggies in the presence of pork belly. Samurai's ate salad?
Samurai salad, yeah.
Really? Samurai's ate salad?
Well, actually, they ate sesame, soy,
Yep.
and seaweed. Tate masamune.
Yeah.
This guy used to eat these 3 foods every day.
Yeah.
And that's why he could live up to 70, 80 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
So you live longer by eating salad. That could potentially be good for me. So samurai salad is pretty different than a regular salad. You got the soybeans, you got the seaweed, you got sesame, pretty fresh veggies. I gotta say, that's a darn good salad. Words I don't utter often. Dressing is a little bit citrus, a little yuzu, sesame oil, really crispy veggies. Not a fan of broccoli's cousin. I don't know what he's doing here, but. Oh, they cooked that first. Oh, that's so much better. Cauliflower raw to me, and you might as well be punching me in the mouth. But that, it's not bad. They told me all the veggies, everything, locally sourced. You know what? If this can help me live up to 70, I just dropped the pumpkin. 3-second roll? Yeah, it's fine. If this can help me live up to 70, I'll eat this. This is Omi beef, one of the 3 major best tasting beefs in Japan. The Omi, the Kobe Matsuzaka. After I have this beef, I would have had the trifecta. Just slightly pressing on the meat, all that juice, elixir of this beef, it just leaking out, it's just coming to the surface. It's also a rice ball soup, and this was said to be eaten by ninjas because they could, if they believe if they ate a few of these a day, it would be really, really good for their health. Oh, actually really dig that rice ball. A nice toasty, mochi-ish flavor. Actually, some pieces of the Omi beef is really, really tender. Piece I just ate, that was amazing. Okay, I have to go to like a Omi steakhouse now, just to totally check this beef out. Oh, that's a game-changing piece right there. I'm slowly making my way through Japanese cattle, like almost all the famous ones. I think my favorite so far has to be Matsuzaka. And a lot of people say this is much better than Kobe. Ooh, it's juicy. This is not a fatty piece. This is a very lean piece of beef, which kind of threw me for a loop because I'm just so used to Wagyu being really, really, really melting in your mouth. Even the lean pieces. So good, very nice beefy flavor, but I think it's this particular cut is very, very lean. It's a homemade tiramisu. Now, I know the samurais didn't eat tiramisu. They explained it was more about the most famous samurai in Japanese history. He loves making these sponge cakes, and that's the inspiration for this dessert. But I just gotta say, this looks pretty good. Very creamy, a lot of good matcha flavor, as expected from any restaurant in Kyoto. This was a really fun dining experience. And also I gotta say, after talking to the staff and the owner, this restaurant is really not just about having a themed restaurant. The owner actually created this to spread peace in the world by promoting food and culture and Bushido, which is the way of the samurai. And really from what I ate today, the food quality is excellent. I mean, you could taste the freshness of the ingredients, the meats, the locally sourced vegetables. I even like the vegetables, which doesn't really happen all that often. And although there are a lot of tourists here, right now as I'm leaving, this restaurant is half full of local residents. So anyway, really, really cool, interesting idea. Good restaurant, good food. Check it out. Although today is just a bunch of fun foods, I really feel like I need one more thing before I get back to my apartment. Let's go get some Okonomu-Yaki. I usually don't get vegetables, but I heard their vegetables here are amazing. And after the last restaurant, I'm kind of on a veggie high right now. The vegetables are amazing. Eggplant is so juicy, great sesame flavor. Going on and on about veggies, which is not something I typically do, unless they're extraordinary, which these are. Mixed yakisoba. Oh my god. Oh, this is incredible. Ginger, Worcestershire sauce, spice. This thing has like most of the things I love in life. Nice crunch from the cabbage. Little chicken, little pork, little seafood. I was actually kind of discriminating against all that cabbage, but it actually provides a huge beneficial crunch. If you look closely, you might find the meaning of life because this thing is otherworldly delicious. It's like you see all the little spices, all that that's going on here, touching the noodles intimately. There's just so much flavor in these noodles. Exactly. Finishing touches on my Okonomu-Yaki. This is the best part. That's so hypnotically beautiful. You guys see the lines, the curves, the grill marks on this baby? If you guys never had an Okonomu-Yaki before, it's essentially a Japanese pizza. It's gooey, filled with vegetables and meats and topped with all sorts of sauces and spices. It's so good here. Total Japanese comfort food. Each city has really their own version of Okonomiyaki. This is actually one of the best ones I've had. Delicious friends should really get to know each other. Little Okonomiyaki, little soba. That was a good choice. Those two really play well with each other because the soba is nice and chewy. Okonomiyaki is so tender. So after eating these three dishes, I think finally my food day can come to a nice wrap. My last full day here in Kyoto. I'm heading back to Tokyo. Then I'm coming back. It's complicated. But anyway, as always, all the places I went to is listed in my description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until we eat again, see ya.